All right, welcome back to VOP this morning. Well, we must say a very big thank you to our online guests, John Akirile and Jide Ojo. We thank you very much for your views and thoughts. Now, we're going on to another part of the show now. We do expect a doctor, Dr. Olawale Olatubi, to join in this conversation. Now, men of the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, Nafdac, says it has arrested 10 suspects over adulterated beverages as the agency shuts down the cemetery market in Abia State. I particularly have a problem with the name of the market. Well, the director, Southeast Zone of Nafdac, Martins Iluyomade, disclosed this to journalists during a raid of the market, which began last week Monday. Now, he said the suspects in cemetery market occupy over 250 shops meant for traders, which they turned into production centers for large-scale adulteration of beverages and drugs. Now, he stated that the situation at the cemetery market, Aba, is worse than Boko Haram insurgents. He says, we saw how many shops were converted into manufacturing centers for all manner of wines, expensive drinks, and revalidation of expiry date on products. In a related development, a Nigerian artist, Buju Benson, popularly known as Benson, with spelled BXNA, something like that, has voiced his concern regarding the prevalence of adulterated and fake alcoholic beverages being sold in clubs, shedding light on the potential health hazards and financial losses faced by patrons. Now, in a series of posts on his Instagram page, the singer expressed his frustration with the situation, emphasizing the substantial amount spent on what he referred to as overpriced drinks. Now, they're not just overpriced, they are adulterated. So basically, this is a situation, Mr. Yes.
Mr. King.
So sorry about that. I just my tongue ties at times. This is a situation whereby Nigerians are being made to buy death with their money, and it's perpetrated by other Nigerians. How inhumane have we become?
Death well packaged, sold in a cemetery market. like you said, you had this in common. Incidentally, I back in my days in Mobile and had to deal with issue of adulteration, even when things were okay, relatively okay. People will come, Nigerians will be the in-between that will show them ways here and there. Nigerians will be the ones that will go to China and will say, well, this is the quality one. Okay, please, can we look for something that is less quality? And remember Mrs. Dora Kunyili, that lady that gave a lot of fillip to Nafdac, nearly lost her life, remember?
Yeah.
She missed the bullet a couple of times. And now the economy is bad. We are in doldrums. Prices have skyrocketed. Pharmaceuticals are out. Glaxo, Big Charm, some of the things they will not tell you, apart from the country risks, is the fact that many of their products will now be adulterated one way or the other by smugglers, by Nigerians to kill Nigerians. So it's always been with us. Now we're going to the fizzy drinks. Moses, is bad news, and we're going to continue. What we are discovering in the cemetery market in Aba and what Nafdac is doing is just a tip of the iceberg. Now, it also has a twin, and that will be a subject for another discussion, which is, what Buba Marwa is doing with narcotics and is doing with drugs that is gone off the roof, that has virtually messed our youths and middlemen and agents. I am afraid if there is any indices that indicates that society is falling down the gorge, or you call it falling state, falling morals, this is it. Life expectancy 45, 50, 48, and all that, the projection is that 20, 25-year-olds born in this country will begin to have side effects with their intestines, with their organs, and of course we're already not waiting for adulterated drugs to come in. People are now being captured and then being dismembered to take off their kidneys. It is portending evil. It is portending craziness. We are tall on religiosity, and the best of the buildings we can have anywhere will be our religious houses and our camps, and low on
morals.
Of course. And then, you know, health care. You go to the hospital now and then you say you want to go and have a child. You can't be sure that the child that is being given to you is yours and all that. Everything is so adulterated. I don't know, Moses.
Crazy to think about, really.
Seriously, even if this is the last I'm going to say, when you started this talk, and I nearly pooped, when you said you had a problem with why would you have a cemetery market? Are they selling dead people in there? Is that indicative of our poor state of thinking, that what we put a label to virtually defines all? Exactly. Cemetery market.
The name of the market alone is...
So, our attitude is wrong. Our flagging is wrong. We are different in all respects.
All right, then.
We are low and shallow in all material division.
Unfortunately, so.
Medical is jackpotting here and there. God.
Let's speak with, we have joining us virtually, we have Dr. Olawale Olatubi and Charles Ogube. Now, let me start with you, Dr. Charles. Tell us, you are a dietitian. Now, tell us a little about the dangers inherent in consumption of some of these adulterated beverages, be it fizzy drinks or alcoholic.
Okay, hi, good morning, everyone. Okay, so first and foremost, it is a bad news that this is happening. So from my field and expertise, we've seen a lot of cases that that was not normal in the past. So we see things like child obesity, young person being diagnosed, being diabetic, and a whole lot of other things.
Dr. Charles, now, I do understand that we have a problem with your video, so we'd like for you to put it on so we can take your video. You may put.
Oh, really? Okay. Let me put it on now.
All right, then. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, great.
Good to see you.
So, I'm saying, as a dietitian, in our diagnosis, we found out that a lot of issues that shouldn't be. You know, for example, we're having child obesity. We have people developing hypertension and diabetes. And this could be partly attributed to what they are being fed on, be it fizzy drink or alcohol drinks. You find out that some of these substances that go into their system has a way of interfering with their. It's a bad news. So the impact on people as regards to adulterated drink is like taking poison. So what these do, the general thing. So these people now begin to develop diseases that they shouldn't have, which is a problem for the healthcare professionals. So if you ask me, what I'll tell people is, it's not enough that or there needs to be a combined teamwork with Nafdac and other healthcare professionals to create as much awareness to people on the health impact of from the angle of economics. So I'm buying a cheaper drink, it's okay. But buying a cheaper drink and buying your debt, it's a bad news. So people need to know from the grassroots, we go from the locals to know as much how to know what is adulterated or not. There are markers, there are things you look out for. You look out for the nutrition information, you look out for the trademark of these brands to know it is the original. So in summary, I would say that it has really impacted the life of people negatively, and it's a worry for those of us in the healthcare sector.
All right, thank you very much. Dr. Olawale now, Dr. Olawale. So my question is, now he mentioned that the people should also look at the product to be sure that the Nafdac res number is there, amongst other things. But we see that these people actually, they make sure that even when the product has expired, they do as much as extending the expiry date and all. So now, tell me, is it that? And then in 2018, at Ikorodu, they also saw a illegal brewery in Ikorodu in Lagos State. Does it mean that there is no capital punishment meted on these people, which is the reason why we have this? I mean, 240 shops being shut down in Abia Cemetery shop.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. The first and foremost, this news is very bad news, and it's been recurring for years. I can tell you for free that cemetery market is just one out of 100 markets where you produce fake drugs in Nigeria, fake drinks in Nigeria. We have several places where they produce fake drinks in Nigeria, and Nafdac officials, some of them know this place, they know this place where they produce fake drinks, but some of them have been bribed. They cannot even go there to attack them or just to arrest them. It's so crazy in the sense that now they were talking about this drink, Azul drink. I was talking about it, and this popular Azul they pop in club. Azul drink, according to the producer, they said they produce over 100 across the whole year, just 100 drinks. But in Nigeria, a club can sell like 10 in a day. Where are they getting them from? Is to show you how these fake drinks are really inside the market. And people spend their hard-earned money to buy fake drinks to kill themselves. The effect of this fake drink is just simple. It affects your organs and it can lead to death. Look at the major organs this thing can affect. It can affect your kidney, it can affect your liver, it can even affect your brain, it can affect your nervous system. So it distorts everything, and because these drinks are being produced by bad chemicals, very poor chemicals, just to imitate this thing. So I used to tell people, when you buy drinks, be careful of how you just take any drinks. So be careful. Don't just buy a drink and just take and drink. First of all, buy a drink in a well-known place. Don't just go to any store and just get a drink.
Dr. Olawale, in a situation whereby one has consumed these drinks, or you're not even sure of what you are consuming, what is the way forward? What should you do? What should an individual do? Should you avoid outrightly, or are there other things that you can do to help, cleanse your system and help you stay alive longer?
Once you notice you consumed the fake drink, you start having distortion in your body system, vomiting, blurry visions, and everything. Some people, when they take alcohol, they have this feeling they have when they take alcohol. Well, when you take another fake drink, the feeling is quite different from how they used to feel. I notice it's fake. You understand? Immediately you notice that, just report yourself to the hospital. That's the best. Don't do self-medication. Or report yourself to the hospital. Your body will be checked. They will check the blood. They check everything. They check your body system. They check the kind of poisoning your body has. Because that's what we call it food poisoning. When this company is food poisoning, it doesn't have to do that. They put poison in your food. The chemicals, contaminated chemicals in your food can distort your body. That's called food poisoning. So they check and they start giving you proper treatment to clear everything poisoning in your body. That's the basic thing to do. Don't say you want to use red oil. You want to take red oil and drink red oil that you will fight with your no. It's because you don't know the kind of organ it has really affected. They'll check every of your organs. They'll check your liver. They'll check your kidney. If it has really affected any of your organs. That's one of the things you need to check for.
Thank you very much. Let me take Dr. Charles's view now. The same question: what should an individual do? Some would say take a lot of water. I don't know if that helps in any way.
Or red oil.
Dr. Charles. Well, he already said red oil isn't good, isn't an option. Dr. Charles, please. Well, if you're speaking, we can't hear you. All right, we seem to have a network issue with Dr. Charles now. All right, so in conclusion now, let's get back with Mr. Akin Fatunke. Now, this is the situation, and the Yuletide is around the corner.
They asked me a question I did not hear. I did not know my...
All right, let's, unfortunately, now, this is a situation. Now, Dr. Charles did say, it's not just about Nafdac now. Every other organization should be involved. MAN, SON, they all should be involved. What's your take, really?
Church, mosques, shrines, community development. Keep on talking and talking about it. Check the internet. I agree with the doctor that, yeah, you may not be able to do self-medication, but there are quite a number of herbs that you should take. Moses, I don't know whether Moses and water have some, because I know Moses had to part the Red Sea, had to do so much on water and stuff like that, but you are spot on. We need to take a lot of water, a lot of liquid, clean liquid. Even medical doctors tell you that when you wake up in the morning, you want to take cleansers. I will, since I'm not a medical doctor, but I have some emotional intelligence, will also tell you that you need to be able to take, a lot of vegetables, the herbs, the moringas, the garlics. Even medicine has decided that they are going to put garlics in form of capsules. The raw garlic, irrespective of the mouth odor that goes...
It causes.
Yeah.
But like you said, we're not in yellow tide, and you have to eat. Please watch what you eat. Eat what you know. Don't be too glutinous. And the way and manner you are going to be preserving food, even medicine, it's so very, very, very important.
All right.
Prevention is better than cure. You see it, it looks beautiful. The fizzy drinks, please, as much as you can, avoid them.
Yeah.
There is the bitter leaf thing and stuff like that.
Okay.
Please boil it well.
But you did say
That
you're not a doctor.
doctor.
You're not a doctor.
I am a what's a doctor? A doctor is a healer. I'm a healer.
And we know that, we know that the moderation is key.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Dr. Charles in the building as well. We have you back. So let's get your final thoughts on this, Dr. Charles, as we wrap up.
Yeah, great. So we're having to visit the hospital to find out what exactly the problem is. What we also go ahead to do as a dietitian, what we do is to make sure that we detox your system. The system has to be detoxed of these harmful substances so that you become free and stay on its own naturally. So, but we have to, just like someone was talking about herbs needs to be monitored. That's why we in the healthcare sector, we don't just advise people to take herbs. There are also foods that are very high on antioxidants. So these antioxidants helps to fight the free radicals. That's what I mean by free radicals are the bad chemicals that have gone into your system of sicknesses to you. So you introduce foods or drinks that are high on antioxidants to get things. That way you will be fine.
All right, then. Thank you very much, Dr. Charles Ogwibe and Dr. Olawale Olatubi. But of course, we must say a very big thank you to Mr. Akin Fatunke for staying with us on the program.
Thank you very much. Please, let's use our senses. Let's be moderate. Let's know there's a future for this country and for our health. And let's take our health a little bit much more seriously.
All right, then. We'll go on a break. When we come back, we'll give you business, which will be followed by entertainment and then sports.
It is no news that the administration